Hello, I am Meghna pursuing my bachelor's in technology in KL. Today, we are going to see how big data analytics helps us in healthcare sector. First, let us try to understand what big data actually is. Big data means different things for different industries. The definition also differs within an organization, across departments and management layers within IT and business. At the Big Data Institute, big data is a term applied to voluminous data objects that are variety in nature, structured, unstructured, or semi structured, including sources internal or external to an organization, and generated at high degree of velocity with an uncertainty pattern that does not fit nearly into traditional structured relational data stores and requires strong sophisticated information ecosystem with high performance computing platform and analytical capabilities to capture, process, transform, discover and derive business insights and value within a reasonable elapsed time. So, in short, big data is collection of data, a huge amount of data. Now, we say big data analytics in healthcare. First of all, what is analytics and why is it required in healthcare sector? Analytics is a process of examining large data sets containing a variety of data types. It helps to uncover information or discover many new things. Healthcare industry generates a huge amount of data such as clinical data from CPOE, clinical decision support systems such as physicians, written notes and prescriptions, medical imaging, laboratories, pharmacy, insurance and many so on. Patients' data in electronic health records, claims data, machine generated sensor data such as from monitoring vital signs, social media posts including Twitter feeds, status updates on Facebook and other platforms, data maintained for regulatory compliance such as Affordable Care Act, HIE, ACO, etc. and etc. Hence, to uncover information from all this data generated, we need to go with big data analytics. Big data in healthcare is categorized into several types, such as pharmaceutical research data, behavior and social sentiment, health insurance claim data, clinical data, and etc. Clinical data, pharmaceutical data, behavioral data are most useful and helpful undoubtedly, but they are not available due to privacy policies. So we cannot access all this data until and unless we get an authorization to access. The data which we can have access openly or easily is health insurance data, but it needs preparation. This healthcare data can be analyzed by using various methods like network analysis, text mining, temporal analysis, high order feature construction, and so on. Now, let us try to analyze. Let us start trying to analyze. 85% of Americans have insurance for their health. Their data is stored and used while tracking payments. This data is also helpful while detecting address frauds too. Here is the health insurance data model. Provider provides services to patients. Patients have to pay some amount for services they receive. But justification, which means proofs, have to be given to payer in order to let them know how much must they pay. So this is a fee for service model which charges some fee for its services. Analytics is done on various kinds of data links. Claims information, data like claims information, patient enrollment and eligibility, provider enrollment, and so on. Challenges we face while collecting and analyzing data are fraud, waste, and abuse of data. Billing for not non-provided services. That means services which are not provided but still they get billed. And large-scale frauds like collecting more amount for the services provided comes under fraud. Improper payments like double payments and duplicate claims, outdated fee schedule comes under waste. Prospective payment system and upcoding comes under abuse. Claims data, which we get from transactional data warehouses, provider enrollment data, which we get from private organizations, and fraudulent providers, which we get from Office of Inspector General's exclusion, are most used data. The rest of the data are treated as non-fraudulent data. Here is this is an entity diagram of claims data showing relationship between entities. The specialty providers, drugs, diagnosis, procedures, beneficiary are the entities, and approximate number of entries in each entity is also displayed here. Identification of typical treatment profiles and costly areas are analyzed. They are analyzed mostly. Apache Mahout and Hadoop based technology are the base technologies on which analysis is done. Entities in form of documents can be written in 5 groups, which is P for providers, B for beneficiaries, C for procedures, G for diagnosis, D for drugs. Here, we also have an interesting find out that different diagnosis codes can be grouped into one, and they can be displayed as a one document. Social network analysis is to estimate the risk of provider fraud before making any claims of constructing social network. This is an example of provider network which includes individual providers, organization, and in hospital. Temporal feature constructions are by looking at provider data over time, we can find anomalies. Increase in number of patients, taking patients with conditions different from their past profiles. This is a very small example of using big data analysis in healthcare. We have hundreds of applications as we dig deeper into the topic. Few of them are patients' predictions for improved staffing, electronic health records, real time alerting, enhancing patient engagement, prevent opioid abuse in the US, using health data for informed strategic planning. Big data also has power to cure cancer if used optimally and correctly. Thank you.